It's been a year now since Ellison and I released the Signature Series paintings, and it's been awesome. But looking back, it's kind of funny actually, because I remember when Ellison first approached me, I was kind of hesitant and skeptical about it, because I'm not one to just blatantly tell stories about my past, unless it's through like training or knowledge transfer or something like that. And then when Ellison said that, look, there's going to be no guns, there's going to be no tactics, there's going to be no nothing. These are just stories that we want to present in beautiful illustrations that people can actually reflect on their own lives and maybe help them, or maybe give them guidance, or maybe just have something beautiful to hang on their wall. And when he started telling me those things about what it was going to be, I started to see that light. And when I took the deeper dive, I was hooked. These illustrations, or these paintings, represent stories of life, and not just mine, like I said in the first video, but anybody can look at these and reflect on their own lives. You know, what they've gone through, maybe something they're going through right now, or something they potentially will go through into the future. And that's what they mean to me on a personal note, and why we share them with you is because it's important, you know, to know what I stand for, who I stand with, and what we have to stand against in the world. And so we wanted to take you on that journey, and that's led us to this point now, this amazing point where we've heard the feedback over the last year from the first 3 prints, and it was some of them were pretty heartwarming and very emotional, and some of them I don't think changed people's lives, but it gave them maybe a door, or just a path to a door to open to see a new light to where they can make a difference. And we wanted to share that journey. And this final print is the end. You know, that's why we call it the unknown. In this final painting called The Unknown, we wanted to kind of tie all the other paintings together. When you see this image, it's a beautiful illustration of a landscape, sunset, mountains, cotton, clouds. You're obviously elevated in a very high position looking out the back of an airplane. And of course, being a personal story for me, you know, I've had many thousands of opportunities to step into the unknown from a skydiver standpoint, a military halo jumper standpoint. And reflecting back on that, when I did that, I had to know who I was. So that's where significance comes into play. Something got me there, right? I must have accomplished something to get there, and now I had to accomplish something else. But getting to the ramp was the easy part. Getting inside the plane was the easy part. It's actually stepping over that line, which becomes the hard part, which is where my fight enters in, right? You have to understand the fight you're up against that day. All the elements, everything that's going to hit you in the unknown, you have to be prepared for. So the knowledge is important there. And always climbing the ladder of excellence every single day and understanding and fighting that fight will help you. But then as you start to walk towards that edge, I always remember feeling that Beauty and the Beast kind of thing. You know, you see this beautiful landscape, and all of a sudden you have to step into it, and it doesn't become beautiful anymore. You know, the fear starts to kick in, and that's where we enter balance. You know, the balance of opposites. Your affective feelings kick in and say, hey, I don't know, today this is a lot higher than yesterday, or I've got more gear on today, there's a lot more on my mind, I'm with more people, whatever the case may be, I might affect somebody else. All these feelings start to play a role. And so you can have all these things, you can know who you are, you can understand everything about the fight you're up against, and you can balance those opposites pretty well. But the hardest part is actually stepping over that line and stepping out, and then exploring that unknown, so that way one day when you find yourself standing there again, maybe it's the same level or maybe it's the next level up, that ladder of excellence climbs and you know more about it. So it's almost like this loop, and that's the journey we wanted to share with you, because you don't have to be a skydiver to understand this methodology or this theory of stepping over an edge into the unknown. You could be trying to break a bad habit today, you know, that you want to be a better person in life. Maybe you're up for a new job, or something in your job you're trying to accomplish. Maybe you just got diagnosed with cancer, you're missing a limb, your brain doesn't work the way it used to. But I think the key is coming back and tying all these things together and understanding first and foremost who you are, which will set the stage for everything else that follows. So when you step into that unknown, you'll actually take the step, hopefully. But that's only up to you. Nobody else can make you step there. Find what you believe in. Always push your limits. Grow in knowledge and understanding. But don't ever forget to embrace the unknown.